We all go through life like everything's just ordinary. Wake up, go to work, or go to school, repeat. But no one really denies that extraordinary things exist. Athletes amaze us and inspire us. Artists and musicians conjure feelings in us like magic. Scientists decode truth and change our world forever. What if we all have superpowers and we just don't even know it? Mindsight, Precognition, Psychokinesis, people from all over the world got together to test humanity's paranormal potential. They call it Psi Games. Psi is the letter in the Greek alphabet. Researchers in the 1940s selected Psi to represent paranormal human powers. Psi powers have been studied scientifically for years now. The first day of Psi Games was filled with lots of presentations by amazing people. It was so cool to be around so many people with open minds, and I got to learn about so many amazing things.
See where this is going.
The next day, the games began. The first challenge was remote viewing. Remote viewing is perceiving an unknown target at a distance. Often, you only know a target number. In this challenge, the remote viewers only had 10 minutes to connect with the targets and sketch their impressions. Even with that time limit, some descriptions matched the targets in surprising ways. The next was Mindsight. Mindsight is seeing something near you without using your eyes. They started out seeing these little holes in the blindfold, but with practice trying to open up those windows or holes or whatever you like to call them, they can even read sentences from like books and stuff. Some use their hands, like there's an eyeball in their hand, which is kind of weird to think about. Others looked from different areas of their head. The results were impressive, but not perfect. Then something different happened.
On your mark, get set, go.
Hold on.
Yes, I can't even talk.
I want to say something here. This, what you're witnessing here, is for you. They are showing you your very potential. This is for you. Look at them smile. As they are elevated and expanded, so is all of consciousness. This is us.
Yes. Before the first person ever broke the 4-minute mile, no one thought it could be done. And
I know, right.
After so many people did it.
Right.
And that's such a great point. That's kind of the point of all of this. And Hakim's vision is that we've been talking about this all along, that once you beat that 4-minute mile, then someone's going to come along and they're going to run it faster. And that's the point.
First steps, go ahead and remove your mask. And
okay. Hold on. Everybody, we're going to do this in just a second. Watch out to the meantime. Hey. So, 100%. Ready, go.
5 minutes are yellow. Blue or green, I'll say green. Red or purple. Red.
Dahlia, 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 Dahlia. I'm impartial, Dahlia. Timer set. Dahlia, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go.
Green. Red. Green. Orange.
The timer. You ready? On your mark. My ear, he's blocking me.
Black.
Hakim's going to be in the next building here in a second.
Blue.
Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Put it back down. Okay, let's do this one more time, you and I.
Oh, is this an encore? Okay, yeah, we're going to do an encore. You ready? Okay, you ready? This is great. All right, you ready? On your mark, get set, go.
Green.
Anyone do one more? You got it in here? Okay,
One more.
okay, put it on your map. On your mark, get set, go.
Every single one of us can do this. It's just we don't think we can, and that's the only reason why we're not. So,
Give it up, man. Wow.
This isn't a competition, this is a celebration. This is a celebration, folks.
Yes.
There was a dowsing competition too. We missed that, sadly. Dowsing has been around for hundreds, even thousands of years. People used a forked stick, metal rods, or even a pendulum to search for water or minerals under the ground. The tool will seem to move on its own, pointing to what you're searching for. There was also precognition, seeing into the future. Contestants had to pick between 2 or 3 target numbers. After they choose, the computer randomly assigned a picture to one of those numbers. If they picked right, the picture appeared on the screen.
But I think this is incredible. I think this is really going to blend the line between precog and remote.
Dahlia's daughter, Lidu, did a demonstration of her telepathy ability.
Give a big round of applause for Dahlia and Lidu.
so Lidu's going to face this way, and she will be blindfolded. So Jack is going to pick any card he wants, and make sure Lidu doesn't see it. Okay, does everybody have it? Everybody has to remember it because we have to take it away. Okay, everybody got it? Yeah. All right, let's take it away. So Lidu is a speller, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the letter board very, very still, and you're going to see that she's going to spell it out. First letter is F, I, S. Good job, fish. Keep going. O. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. E, and fish on water.
She didn't just describe the picture, she also spelled the phrase on the card.
L?
It was incredible.
Can you do that? Letting, and what's the next word? Come on, please. You do it. G and O. Letting go.
Just in case you didn't see it, it's a fish on water. It's the picture. Two fish. And it says letting go. I think that
The last game was my favorite, PK. PK stands for Psychokinesis, moving objects with your mind. The challenge is an Egley wheel, a perfectly balanced, ultralight wheel with almost no friction. That way, even the tiniest PK effect would move it. A guy named Ryan won. He was super nice. I actually got to meet him on the first day.
Check out Ryan. Ryan's got this thing lit up.
Honestly, guys, it's leading with the heart, right? I'm a social worker when I'm not racing motorcycles. We were at therapeutic foster home. My parents were teachers and foster parents. It's just all about love, truly. And man, it's love that leads. And if love got me here, I mean.
Do you feel the love in this room right now?
Psi Games was such a great experience. We got to meet so many cool people. Everyone was so nice. I got great advice on doing interviews and videos from legends like Jimmy Church and Jeffrey Mishlow. I was impressed by all the participants. They were very inspiring. I can't wait to go back next year. We walked to the University of Virginia. It was beautiful. On our way to the airport, our Uber driver gave me a $2 bill. So I'd remember UVA and maybe come back for college. Thomas Jefferson is the one on the $2 bill. He founded UVA in 1819. My dad told me instead of a church being in the center, Jefferson built a library because this school was meant to seek truth, not enforce belief. We also went into the theater and there was this really cool painting. It was super cool because it was like integrated into the walls. One night we went to the observatory. We got to see this huge telescope. It was like huge. There was a chair thingy where you could sit on it and it moves like up and down. Also, the entire observatory spun. Whoa. It was really cool. Jefferson said that this should be a place where we are not afraid to follow truth wherever it may lead. And nowhere at UVA is that more true than DOPS, the Division of Perceptual Studies.
Hi. This is Theo. He's here to see Dr. Cozzolino. Thank you. Hi.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Philip. Welcome to transfer.
DOPS is one of the only places where scientists study past life memories. Most researchers dismiss this as pseudoscience without even looking at the evidence. But DOPS has collected over 2,500 detailed cases of kids recalling past life experiences. In many cases, the children had birthmarks or birth defects that matched the fatal wounds of the people that they would remember being in the past life. Do you think kids are more open to these subjects than adults?
I do. It is so not uncommon to hear young children speaking about visions, seeing, experiencing, feeling, presence of, it could be someone that they knew who is no longer with them or just other sort of entities. It is very common for children to have this kind of experience and to express it. And what traditionally happens is that parents and schools and science sort of start making that stop. You see in young children a real openness to these kinds of ideas that very quickly gets shut down, and that's unfortunate. But yeah, I absolutely believe it.
What's one thing you wish every kid could know about this?
I'll take the broader perspective as a scientist, as a researcher, which is don't stop asking questions that interest you, that excite you. When you find evidence and when you get responses or answers that maybe tell you that there isn't something, then pay attention to that. But be open to what your instinct is telling you and what your emotions and what your feelings, what your intuition is telling you. I think I am someone who leans towards the idea, more so than not, that consciousness is fundamental, that we are not just pieces of meat that think we know who we are and have consciousness as nothing more than sort of the outcome of brain material interacting. I think that we are conscious beings having a physical experience, and that allows for all kinds of wonder and questioning. And I think that's the thing that I want to see is I want young children to just keep asking questions and hopefully find a safe space where they can do that. What you discover as a scientist is there's always going to be pushback. There's always going to be people who are unhappy with what you're doing. And once you accept that, all you do and all you care about is the work that you do and the question that you ask and doing it the right way and owning up to your mistakes and being comfortable by saying, I don't know. I think that's the thing that my years as a scientist taught me is no matter what I was studying, I was very comfortable with a question to answer it with, I don't know. This is my preferred explanation. This is what the evidence suggests. You may have a different explanation. And if you collect your own data, you may come to a different conclusion. I think what bothers me about science is when you see certainty from people, because I think science by its nature isn't supposed to be certain. It's not supposed to be true. It's not supposed to prove anything. That's what other things exist for. And in good ways, religion, politics, other things exist that have, this is the truth, this is the way. Nothing wrong with that. Science is supposed to be a process of, let's see, I don't know, making someone also come up with something different. And I think as long as you're comfortable living there, then this becomes really easy to do because, yeah, I don't know what it is. I know it's something worth studying. Yeah.
Not far from UVA is Monticello, Jefferson's home. You can actually see the university's library from his home on a hill. Inside the homes are artifacts, books, everywhere, scientific instruments. It was so cool. Outside, the gardens were beautiful. Jefferson is buried there too, in a small cemetery near the house. On his tombstone, he didn't mention being the president. Instead, he chose 3 things he was most proud of: writing the Declaration of Independence, writing Virginia's law for religious freedom, and founding the University of Virginia. But that's not his whole story. If you walk further down the hill, there's another cemetery. It's a small area you might not even notice right by the parking lot. This is where many of the people Jefferson enslaved are buried, in unmarked graves. Unlike Jefferson's cemetery, located on the Monticello mountaintop, the burial ground for enslaved people does not have formal headstones, instead only shallow east-facing depressions, and 5 headstone grave markers identify this place as a burial ground. How could a man who wrote, "All men are created equal," have enslaved human beings? It's upsetting. Even brilliant people can have huge blind spots. We need to remember that there may be things about the world we take for granted, things we stopped questioning. Let's all do our best not to be afraid to follow truth wherever it may be. I know some of you may be skeptical. That's a good thing. We should question things. But sometimes we only question the things we already don't believe in. Maybe for you that's psi powers, or maybe it's UFOs, or Bigfoot, or ghosts. We should all try to question the things we do believe in, even the things that we think have been proven for sure. Science uses paradigms, which are big models of how the world works. They're like maps, useful, but not the territory itself. There may be way more stuff happening on the ground that's not included on a map. And sometimes a map is wrong, and people don't realize it until it starts leading them down the wrong paths. When a paradigm is good, it helps scientists make good predictions. The problem comes when people confuse the map for the world itself. And if the evidence doesn't fit, they doubt the evidence instead of doubting the map. But questioning everything goes all the way back to the beginning of the scientific revolution. René Descartes wanted to figure out what was truly real. To do that, he doubted everything. He basically threw out the map, and he did his own exploring. And Descartes was like, "Bro, I don't even know what's real, man. This room? It could be fake, dude. My body might not even be real. And what if it's just like one giant illusion, man? And you know what totally blows my mind? The only thing I know for sure is my mind." From that came the famous line, "I think, therefore I am." That is real skepticism, questioning every assumption. But later, David Hume said we shouldn't believe in miracles because they violate the laws of nature. He said we figure out the laws of nature by looking at lots and lots of experiences from lots of people. So if one person or a group of people say they see something miraculous, Hume reasoned that those witnesses will always be outnumbered. Hume was like, let's be real. Miracles are so sus. If someone was like, "Oh my gosh, I levitated," I'm like, no, stop. Cause like literally millions of people are like, forever are like, yeah, that never happens. So like it's way more likely you're just like confused, lying, or like whatever. Miracles, obviously, no. This is basically trust the map over the explorer, especially if the explorer finds something extraordinary. It makes you think, maybe the people at Psi Games are the real skeptics. They're willing to let go of the old maps. And in letting go, they become open to whole new realms of experiences. These are the explorers heading into the blank spaces in the map. But maybe that map says nothing's there, but that's never a good reason not to look. Me? I'm gonna keep looking, keep questioning, keep wondering. I think, therefore I am. And my thoughts are powerful. Oh my God.